Welcome to another episode of AdTastic, brought to you by Daily Ad Brief. I'm your host, Tony Stanall, and today we're talking with Benjamin Arnold, the CEO of We Are Social. So welcome, Benjamin.
Thanks, Tony. Thanks for having me.
So We Are Social, I'm guessing that means social media and all things social media. Tell us a little about the business and what you do there.
Yeah, sure. As you correctly assumed, the clue is in the name as to what we do. We are a socially led creative agency. We launched some time ago, back in 2008, and kind of at that time, we're one of the first specialists of our kind. Launched originally in London, where, as you can probably tell, I'm from, although I'm based in New York City now. But since those early days, we've grown to become one of the largest social specialist agencies of our kind by footprint, over 1,100 people globally, one of the most awarded, and continuing to attempt to lead the evolution of this industry.
Right, and you mentioned something about decentralized social media, and that's a term I'm not familiar with. Tell us what that's about.
Yeah, well, it's a concept, really. I think my job as the CEO of We Are Social is to continually be advising our clients on where this segment of marketing is going, where social is heading, what they need to be considering and planning for. And the obvious answer is, well, you look to the platforms. You look to TikTok, which, as everybody is aware, is changing our daily lives and certainly the marketing industry in terms of its importance and dominance of attention and eyeballs. But for me, when we look past that, the concept of decentralization, I think, is fascinating. The concept that social will almost return to its original forms of communication, peer-to-peer, rather than peer via big money-making platform to peer. And I think that the concept of decentralization is one that's often referred to as part of Web3, and crypto enthusiasts will understand what the idea of that is. But the idea as it relates to social is really about bringing people back together, first and foremost, in ways that they create, they own, they benefit from, they make money from, versus a lot of that big marketing dollars and media spend going to some of the traditional platform players.
I notice a lot of performers and comedians are taking control of their own content and putting it out themselves on YouTube rather than going with Netflix or some other channel. Is that kind of one of the developments that's part of this?
Yeah, I think the creator economy and influencers in general has changed enormously over the past 8-9 years. From sort of supporting brands to being partners to brands to now overtaking them and becoming brands in their own right. And I think it's only fair that the comedians and the other creators and other verticals are the ones who directly benefit from the talent and the skills that they're increasingly bringing and demonstrating to the entertainment industry, not just social media. And that's what YouTube are absolutely doing, TikTok are doing, and some other sort of revenue sharing specific sites that have set up for creators. And I think that can only be a great thing. That entertainment can come from anywhere, that value and utility can come from anywhere, not just from traditional sources, whether it's brands or platforms. And it's a big part of what we do, partnering with creators, partnering with the right influential sources to help get the right brand messages out there is a big part of our integrated social proposition.
Fantastic. Well, that 5 minutes did go by fast as promised, Benjamin. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks again for having me, Tony. Really appreciate it.
And thank you for tuning in again to this episode of AdTastic. To find out more about Benjamin Arnold, you know where to go, dailyadbrief.com. We'll see you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.